Hello everyone, this is my first review, my first video for YouTube, and I'm gonna do a review on the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary Cobra Frogman, aka Cobra Eel. And this is the figure here. But first, we're gonna do a little bit, take a look a little bit on the packaging itself. You see, this is the packaging for the 25th anniversary Cobra Eel. You can see this entire artwork here is basically the same artwork from the old vintage 1980s toy package. Nothing has changed here. They haven't added anything. Maybe they gave a little bit detail on the colors, but the artwork is still the same. There's nothing changed here. Oops, if you can hear that, my figure just fall on his back, but never mind about that. Now, from the front, you can see everything here. You got the explosive background, very nostalgic. Here you have the small sign for Hasbro, and if I have to tilt down a little bit, but I'm not too sure if you can see this. Here's a little bit of the sign says from G.I. Joe cartoon series. And here we got from ages 5 and above, warning, choking hazard for small parts, not for children under 3 years old. Wow, I'm not too sure if 5 years old will be suitable to playing such a small, because a lot of this 25th anniversary G.I. Joe toys comes a lot with small accessories, very small. For example, this knife from the eel itself is, you can see the size of it, judging by my fingers. It's quite small. I'm not too sure even a 5-year-old kid wouldn't accidentally swallow one if he's curious enough. Let's look at the back of the card itself. Here is the list of waves. For everyone's information, although the card in the front is very nostalgic, it follows everything from the vintage 1980s, but at the back the release of the figures are different. For example, we don't have the Cobra Power Viper in the 80s. We don't have the Cobra Bazooka Trooper in the 80s. Hell, we don't even have the Mercenary Wave, and this is a new character from the 2005, 2003, 2005. We don't even have Specialist Tracker. And for everyone, okay, I'm going to show a bit closer, but the camera doesn't show clearly enough. Matt Tracker, for those who are not familiar with Matt Tracker, he's the main character for Mars, the vehicles that transform. Well, not Transformers transform, but from an ordinary vehicle to turn into a weapon vehicle. And from here, there's a sticker for Hasbro Toy Malaysia. For all my American and Canadian friends out there who usually, of course, they never have this sticker. This sticker is meant for Malaysia only. There's a small address here. You can't read it. It's very small. Despite if I'm gonna pull this card even more closer, it's really hard to read. Okay, we're continuing on the card itself. From this section here, this is the file card. I didn't want to cut it out. I prefer to keep it intact because I don't want to ruin the nice little artwork in the front. But in the back here, it shows the background for how the Cobra Eel came about. Their primary military specialty is underwater demolitions, as stated here. And then they have a secondary specialty, which is marine engineering. I seriously can't even imagine that these guys actually are into marine engineering, but well, whatever. And stated here that Cobra Eel Troopers are the underwater demolition specialists of the Cobra Legions. Alright? And they are not your typical grunts. They are not to be confused like Vipers or Cobra Troopers. These guys are sort of the elite of the group. Here it is stated, Cobra Eel Troopers undergo a rigorous 2-part training program in the warm, shark and pirate-infested waters of the Cayman Islands in the Caribbean and in the frigid dark depths of the North Atlantic. Okay, very interesting. Their training regimen includes marine structural engineering, explosive ordnance, underwater fighting techniques, and marine geology. Can't even believe guys like this actually are equipped with this kind of knowledge. And that's about it. This is just one part of my review. We're gonna do the second part of the review of the figure itself coming soon. Stay tuned.